I'm
ready
silly.
in 5, 4, 3,
silly.
2.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Where my mom's at? Where my mom's wearing thongs, hitting bongs at? Raising kids, cleaning shits, need a long nap. Where my mom's at?
Where My Mom's At podcast with Christina P.
Oh my gosh. You guys, I have the greatest guest with me today. But hold on, let me plug my shit.
Plug it.
Plug my ass. February 16th, Vogue Theater, Vancouver. I added an early show at the Neptune. I think that'll probably hopefully be gone. Palace of Fine Arts in Manfred Disco. The Gramercy. I added an early show in Judork Titties, the Ridgefield, Connecticut, Ridgefield Playhouse. And then LA, I'm doing the Netflix festival at the Masonic Lodge at Hollywood Forever. Do you know that's a cemetery? So my agent was like, I'm going to put you in a spooky place.
It's cool. I've been there.
You have,
Many
Mom.
times,
You've
yeah.
been there. Dude, Johnny Pemberton is here. Come on, dude.
Hello.
God, you make me laugh so much. I mean,
Wow.
Minnesota reggae colostomy bag.
Right.
I think is probably the greatest title for a show ever.
It's good. I think I thought about changing it, but someone was like, "Why would you do
Why
that?"
would you do that?
It is kind of long.
No, but it's fantastic. Well, walk me through the logic. What?
Well, I had to do this. This is when I first started developing the show, right before COVID, like literally like a month before. I just had to have a title for it. And I just thought, like, okay, what's like something that's really dumb that also is sort of descriptionary-esque of the show, and that's what I came up with, and I just kept it because I haven't thought of a better title since, I guess.
I don't think there is a better title in the
think so.
world, and I feel like it does encapsulate everything you probably will be covering in your show. You're from Minnesota,
Right?
reggae,
I do love reggae.
and the colostomy bag story.
Right. It's sort of like those are like the three main pillars of it, but it's not really like about that specifically, but it's definitely like those are some pieces of it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting how those events form your entire life. Like
Oh my God, yeah.
Right, like your early stuff just informs what you're obsessed with creatively your whole life.
Yeah, or like what you're like trying to run from, or like it's all it's kind of things where
Yeah.
like what you hate becomes what you love. The opposite of what you hate is what you love.
Wait, the opposite of what do you mean?
You know, like I feel like that's part of the reason I love reggae so much is because it has nothing to do with anything with Minnesota Catholic schools. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like the
I
opposite of
see.
the stuff I hate.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. It's like my husband's obsession with rap music, like hardcore gangster rap, and you're like, you're the farthest from that demo.
Because you want to wear it. You want to like wear that thing because it feels so good, so like liberating and stuff. I think that's what it is.
I think that's why I want to be British. You know,
Right.
before we rolled.
Right.
So we spent a fortnight in
Oi.
London. Oh, mate. And I'm like, I love making fun of Hilaria Baldwin.
Who's that?
She's Alec Baldwin's wife.
Oh
who-
my God. The way you said it though, you said it properly, not Hilaria. You know, Hilaria. Oh, Hilaria. The fact you said the silent
Hilaria.
H. Hilaria.
Hilaria.
Oh, Hilaria, get your ass in here. Get your ass in here, Hilaria.
But like, don't you get, like, I feel like I get it. I get the wanting to be somebody else and
yeah.
to co-opt a whole identity of like, I'm fucking Spanish now. Like I spent a month in Spain.
Is that what she did?
Yeah. So she apparently does have like familial ties.
Yeah. Like
To-
technically, she's
Yeah.
the thing.
She's technically, but then now she grew up in Boston,
Yeah.
and people have verified that she just has a normal white girl accent, and then all of a sudden one day she became Latin. Will you bring her up talking? She's like, how do you say cucumber? Like she fully goes into the how do you say type of foreigner.
Como se dice? Como se dice? My husband, he no shoot. He no shoot. What if she's like that?
no
Like,
shoot.
Oh, she starts going to a child. My husband, Alec Baldwin. Hey, why you do this? Hey, it's so much trouble.
She can't pick an identity.
He work a movie called Rust.
Can you believe that? That fool shot somebody, bro. Like, how do you go to... His life is so awful. He's got
It's
like 10
chaotic.
kids.
It's very chaotic, but he's always had like chaos brain, doesn't he?
Yeah, the whole family, I think.
There's so many people like that who are like, oh, wait, it's never been chill for you. It's just never, like you have a chill moment and you're like, I'm going to just make a scene right now. You know, like just blow it up.
That's so true. There's just people who like that's their pattern. Is
I think
just
they're called actors.
actor.
I'm pretty sure they're called actors.
Who's more fucked up, actors or comedians?
More fucked up is comedians. Like
Yeah.
more like pathologic, like, you know,
Yeah.
oh, my dad used to hit me with my own leg kind of thing. That's comedians.
Yeah.
But the actors are like, the actors that do mean stuff. I've heard so many stories from friends
Yeah.
like how someone was just incredibly mean to them for no reason whatsoever.
Yeah, you're right. Like they tend to be cuntier to the public because I
Yeah.
think they don't deal with they don't. I don't want to say deal. That's the wrong word. Like we will like to interact
Right.
with the audience. It makes sense. But when you're on a set and it's closed and everybody's like, Mr.
Oh, yeah.
Cruz, would you like a sparkling or still water?
What do you mean, Spark? Why would you even ask me that?
And nobody checks you. Nobody's like, hey,
Yeah.
dude, you're being weird. I think that's why they're weirder.
I think it's because they want drama.
Oh.
Because they crave the drama. And when stuff gets a little easy, a little simple, it's like
Yeah.
fucking like just smash a glass
God
and
damn it.
create a problem because things are too easy.
Too easy. Yeah.
That's my theory.
I think that's an interesting theory. Yeah, they need to relive the early trauma, the early chaos.
right, because it feels good to be in the chaos.
It does, but that's why we do stand up because I love the will they like me, will they not like me? Will I go home shredded? Will I feel amazing about myself? I
And
don't
then when
know.
they like you, you're like, oh, I needed that. I needed that so bad.
So
Just like
gross.
the daily injection. You'll get your daily injection. You start to wither.
Yeah, it's so I'm so
It's-
I'm so ashamed.
Yeah, it is. It's truly embarrassing. It's
Yeah.
like the most embarrassing. It really is.
No, do you want to know something even more shameful and disgusting? And I'm like trying to figure out why I do this. And this is why I thought of any. I'm working on this bit right now where I can't do chit chat. I can't do small talk.
I hate it. Yeah.
Yeah, but why? Like, and I immediately have to go like remember when Johnny came in and within 30 seconds he was like, oh, I had dinner with so and so, and I go, wait a minute, your dad's gay, right? Like I have to go.
Okay, I'm gonna just finish this coffee here real quick. A couple more
Like,
sips.
I am such a demon that I can't just let you be. Like I feel like I have to. It gives me so much joy
Right.
and a thrill knowing what your trauma is, and I feel like I have to know it in order for me to like you. And if I know that you're normal, I'm like I can't.
Well, it's
I don't
boring.
want it.
It's
I don't
really
want
boring.
it. Yeah, it's boring.
It's such a, and that's just. I think it's just you hate the boredom of, because you know that the chit chat is just. It's like you might as well go on like I don't want to. No. Yeah.
But I also think now it just made sense to me. If you're normal, I feel ashamed because then I feel judged. Like, oh, you
really?
think you're fucking better than me? Like, I'm such trash. Yeah, that I'll be like,
I feel the opposite.
Wait, what do you
I'm
mean?
like, oh, you're normal, are you? Like, yeah. Oh, you're thinking about that? Oh, I would never think about that.
Right.
Like, you're thinking about what the temperature is? I don't care. I'll simply be warmer or colder. I'll do something about it.
Yeah, like you wear it as a badge of honor, whereas I take it to shame. I'll be like, oh,
Yeah.
I'm so weird. I need to flip that, huh?
I think you got to flip it. Because
Yeah.
the weirdness is, if I say someone's weird, I always feel like that's a major compliment. Like I'll say like,
Yeah.
oh, they're a total fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
But I'll say that, people are like, why would we say that about them? Like, oh, I mean it as a compliment because it's like they're interesting. It's like they're like a freak.
Yeah.
When I find out someone I admire who's like a famous person
Yeah.
is like a freak, I'm
Yes.
like, oh yes.
Samesies. Like I don't
love it.
I don't begrudge Taylor Swift. I don't hate Taylor Swift. I just don't get I don't get it the way the arenas of people who clearly love her get her. Like to me that feels very vanilla and banal and like right.
Yeah.
But like the Buzzcocks or fucking this weirdo Susie Smith like
Oh, right.
that I'm like, yeah. Like
You're like a psycho, you're unhinged.
Yeah.
You're living on the edge. You're like
Yeah.
not afraid to just be, or like Genesis P-Orge, right?
What?
Genesis P-Orge.
Is that a French word?
You know Genesis.
Genesis Pure. Oh, it's a person.
Yeah. What's
know
the
that
band? It's not Psychic TV.
Oh,
It's one of the bands. One of
look
those,
that up.
I
And
can't
by the way,
remember now.
we're still gonna watch Hilaria speak in a fake.
Oh, yeah. What band is
In a
Genesis
fake
start?
Spanish accent. Don't you think I forgot it?
Psychic
Psychic
TV, I was
TV.
right. Yeah, but Genesis is like an absolute superhuman freak.
I love it.
But that's why.
I love it. I love Gigi Allen. I loved Anthony Bourdain. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Otherwise,
You're
I just
right.
get bored.
I gotta
bored.
take it that way. I like play. Will you please play Hilaria pretending? I'm gonna throw up. Not how to say cucumber. It's so good.
It's so funny how she has a career being.
Let's talk about this again. This is interesting. So this is another thing I've been thinking about.
We have very few ingredients. We have tomatoes. We have how do you say it? Cucumbers. We have red pepper.
The eye roll I just did was like I almost passed out. It was like, like you could probably hear it in the hallway. It sounded. How do you say?
How do you say?
How do you say something I definitely know how to say? That's pretty good. How do you say?
From Boston? She's from Boston. She's from. But again, like I understand the desire.
It's like she wants to drop something racist. How do you say? Hey, how do you say?
So let's talk about. So I do think too. There's this culture because I love social media because I love seeing people's mental illness.
Right.
There's this thing where if the husband's super, super, super famous and the woman's not really known for doing anything on her own, she'll co-opt the husband's fame.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and I think there's a little bit of this where she's like, what's my thing?
My thing is cutting up vegetables. It'd be funny if she was into she was like the slap chop girl, you know? Like that's her thing.
That'll be awesome.
That would be a cool thing. She's like, yeah, I tried to sell the slap chop.
This leopard shopping, how do you say vegetable? But the thing is that she's just like a hot, she's hot, right? Like that's her gig.
Yeah.
She's like hot and skinny and she does yoga. Like that's it. Like that should be your shit. Like if you're a hot chick, then just tell me how to be a hot chick too.
Yeah, or wear nice clothes. Like this is Jamari Sapato I'm wearing here.
Yeah, I don't even know who that is. That's so fancy.
I just made it up.
Oh, okay.
That sounds legit, right? Jamari
That's a
Sapato.
good name for a designer. Yeah.
Jamari Sapato. And this is
Jamari Sapato.
Cloven Sal.
Wow.
I don't know. That's not very good.
No, Cloven Sal.
Or maybe Cloven S.
Ooh, I like that. Yeah, just the one letter. That's what I do. Christina P. My last name is too Polish for people. Did you know that there is such a thing as full body deodorant? And when I say full body, I mean like everything. Under the boobs, sweat, downstairs, you name it. And it's called Lumi. Lumi is seriously safe to use anywhere on your body. I use it on my under boobs. I've got it on right now. Pits, your under boobs, your thigh folds, your belly buttons, your butt cracks, your vulvas, your feet. You're good to go, homie. Not only is Lumi created by an OBGYN who saw firsthand how normal BO was being misdiagnosed and mistreated, Lumi is clinically proven to block odor all day and control odor for up to 72 hours. Lumi's starter pack is perfect for new customers. It comes with a solid stick deodorant, cream tube deodorant, 2 free products of your choice like mini body wash and deodorant wipes, and free shipping. As a special offer for listeners, new customers get $5 off a Lumi starter pack with code WMMA30 at LumiDeodorant.com. That equates to over 40% off your starter pack when you visit LumiDeodorant.com and use code WMMA30. Do you think seeing a therapist or psychiatrist would be helpful, but you don't have the time to actually find one and meet with them or even afford them? Try Talkspace. By doing everything online, Talkspace has made getting the help you want easy, accessible, and affordable. Let me tell you, I've been in therapy for, I don't even know now, maybe 17 years. It's the one thing you can do to level up. I can't imagine life without a therapist. And now with Talkspace, there's no reason not to get involved. There's no reason. With Talkspace, you can sign up online and get a personalized match with a provider that's right for you. Talkspace can help with any specific challenges you might be facing. It's the #1 online therapy platform with licensed therapists in over 40 specialties, including anxiety, depression, substance abuse, relationship issues, and more. Therapy can help you shift your perspective, find tools to cope in difficult times, and be a guiding light. And as a listener of this podcast, you'll get $80 off your first month with Talkspace when you go to Talkspace.com/WMMA. To match with a licensed therapist today, go to Talkspace.com/WMMA to get $80 off of your first month and show your support for the show. That's Talkspace.com/WMMA. Cloven, you know what? I started spending a lot of money on stupid designer. As you
You
see.
should.
Yeah.
I think this is nice.
Have you? Thank you, my love.
Yeah.
Well, you knew who it was. You're very cool.
I know who. Once you told me, I didn't. Could you imagine if I knew it was like, is that Westwood? You'd be like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Do you know like that much about women's designer clothes?
I would be very bizarre.
Yeah.
It's my passion. It's what I'm into.
I love it. I just sit down and masturbate in front of the internet for 10 hours at a time, looking at clothes that I can't afford that I would never wear. It's my kink. High-end women's clothes.
Designer women's clothes. There's this brand called Margiela, and I've only known of it.
Maison Margiela?
Yeah.
Okay.
God damn.
They make sunglasses. I have some Maison. I think I have some Maison Margiela sunglasses.
Yeah, but their clothes are so off the wall. Will you
Yeah.
Google some of their shit?
Some of that stuff is like,
You're like, what?
you can't wear that.
You
You
the
can't.
model can wear that.
You can wear it like walking from different coffee shops in New York. Maybe. And that's it.
Like some of it is so
Yeah, some of it's-
wackadoo.
Like these shoes? No.
Yeah, like the split toe
Ugh.
sneaker. That looks terrible to wear, but it looks cool. But you're like, who actually? Very few people can really pull this off.
Chloe Sebs.
Yeah. Oh, Chloe. So that's the East Coast hipster
Right.
we're talking about. Yeah. So you were telling me that you think that the LA hipsters are cooler than the East Coast.
I think so.
But I feel like these East Coast girls with a lot of money and like their Instagram accounts
Yeah.
look like Polaroids. Like they're
But it's all
so
bought,
cool.
though. It's all like money. You know what I mean? It's like money hipsters where it's
Yeah.
all paid for and it's all like they look at everyone else is doing all the time. They know what's going on. Where I feel like the West Coast thing is more DIY, so it's more meaningful.
I agree because I think poverty definitely breeds better
Absolutely.
creativity than like when you feel like remember the jokes you were writing when you were so poor and you're
Oh,
like,
the best. Because you have like a connection to what normal people do.
Yeah.
You're not just like
yeah,
that's why I think it happens to if you make it too much as a comedian, you get like disconnected
100%.
sometimes, and you can't like realize that like you're not taking a shit the way most people are taking a shit. kind of thing.
no, you're really
Yeah.
not. And I know, and look, stupid friend calling me.
How dare you?
There's like good things to getting more success and fame and whatever, but then the bad stuff is you're more isolated from the world and from what makes you like
Yeah, from what makes you you.
normal and interesting. Yeah, because you're like, no one's gonna relate to that one. That's fucking weird.
Yeah, I guess it's also the opposite too, where not the opposite, but you can just like throw it away.
But then again, okay, but then I resent these celebrities that pretend to be normal, and you're like, there's no way. Like Bruce Springsteen is
Yeah.
still in the like, I'm a working class guy in the factory, and you're like, no, you're not. You've
Yeah.
been famous since you were 18.
Is that true?
I think so.
I don't know much
dude.
about the boss, honestly.
He calls himself the boss.
Did he call himself? Was someone like call him that once? He went to Home Depot. He's like, "Can I help you, boss?" He was like, "I'm gonna go by the boss now." All right. Do you want me to rip that lumber for you? You want to do it yourself here? Hey, boss. Can I help you out?
It's like,
Hey, boss.
that's pretty good. We write songs about that. Yeah, how did you get the nickname the boss?
The
Will you
Boss.
Google that? I mean, I think it's presumptuous that Queen Latifah refers to herself as a queen. I mean, my goodness, the
I don't know.
presumption.
I think she can get away with it.
Yeah, you think she's enough of a queen?
I think she is. Yeah. I mean, like, I would do what she tells me to do. If Queen Latifah was like, boss me around, but okay, you got it, Queen.
You got it, queen. Okay, he claimed that the only reason it only stuck in the first place was because he was in charge of doling out everyone's payments after a show. There was no exalted reason behind the nickname. Springsteen insisted that was because I paid people's salary. It was literally like, what are we going to do?
Okay, I thought it was because his name has 2 S's and a B. You know what I mean? Because it is Bruce. That's the B.
yeah.
B. It's like some like guy was like, hello, Bruce Beastie. Hello, Bruce. It's like how some guy said Bruce once. Hey, hello, Bruce. Hey, Bruce. Hey, Bruce, you want orange juice? Hey, Bruce, can I get you orange juice? I'm okay. Would you just call me? What'd you call me? Call me boss. Hey, I called you boss.
Booze.
Boss. Boss.
Yeah, what if it's like a Cockney British guy? He's like, hello, Booze.
Hello.
Hello, boss.
Hello.
Boss.
British people hate it so much. We should just do like an hour of that. And
Oh, they
British people
love
like
it.
they hate it. Like I've spent so much time doing British accents. I was working with a girl, a British actress.
Yeah.
And she gets so mad when I would do
Really?
it. Yeah, she's like, "You're so off." I'm like, "No, I'm not. You
No,
just
I'm
hate it
not.
because I'm so close."
So good. Well, what's interesting about the British accent is that you can tell what class
Oh,
somebody
totally.
is depending
It's
upon.
insane.
Like I was watching. I like the Crown.
I started watching that.
The lady who played the Crown, she goes, "You have to say it like the Crine, the Crine." Like like 7:30, not I don't know how the other lower class would say it. Half.
I mean, it all kind of depends. You have those
Half.
people like they call like they're from
Half-past.
Geordie. Have you ever heard a Scouse accent?
No.
It is the most fucking insane accent you've ever heard.
Where is that from?
I think it's from Liverpool.
Liverpool.
But evidently it came from these people who moved from Ireland to the coast by Liverpool. And it is just like, hey, hello. It is absolutely fucking insane. It is the most unintelligible,
Yeah.
like gypsy
Gypsies.
speak.
But it's still English, which is a trip.
Yeah, I mean, technically it is.
Yeah, like how is that English, bro? And like, why does that happen? Wait, why does that happen?
It's because you just have no money and you're stealing fucking hubcaps. That's what it is.
Yeah, and I think you're just drunk. Like, I think isn't like the drunker you get, maybe
hell
that's
yeah.
how dumber your accent becomes.
I guess so.
Do you know what I mean? Because like the upper crust.
But they're drinking like crazy.
Oh, yeah,
They're like, oh, Christina. That's the best. When someone's name ends in an A, it's like,
yeah,
Christina,
Christina.
with an ER. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I
Like,
love that.
oh, hello. Christina, will you be joining us for IT? Christina.
Christina. Oh, I love
Because they're wasted, right? They're all just like,
yeah. They drink at
tottering
like
around.
11. They start at 11. They get fucking faded.
yeah, like the whole Churchill. You ever seen the whole
Yeah.
Churchill?
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Can I tell you something? So I was staying at a resort in like Montecito, and they were walking me around, and they're like, okay, so this is the room that JFK went on his honeymoon with Jackie O. And I was like, cool. And then they would go to Malibu and fuck Marilyn Monroe with his brother. Like they tag team her. Like,
right.
so that's classy. Like I don't give a shit because that guy sucks. And then they're like, Winston Churchill wrote his book in this bungalow. And I was like, hold on. Winston Churchill was a public servant. This fool did not make $3 million a year to be staying in this fucking place. And then I
Right.
looked it up, and he was just a broke ass bitch, and he would like lie to people and
Really?
like skip out on the bill. Yeah. So like these,
I love it.
yeah,
I love it.
I love it, mate. Like these people that we're supposed to celebrate are like the worst human beings.
Or he's sort of like, he would take advantage of his fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But would you ever, like, I can't even conceive of doing that to people. I think that's so shitty.
You mean like just literally skipping out on it?
Yeah.
I almost wonder if maybe he would sort of like an IOU in his brain. It's just one. I never got around to it. You know what I mean? Like he's gonna.
never go around to
I never got around to it. After second champagne at lunch, I was just.
Yeah, he was a booze bag.
Oh my
and he would
God.
work out of like his bed or his bathtub, yeah?
He would start the day with like eggs and scotch or something, some crazy. There's like a. It's all well documented. His what he would have. to
His
drink.
routine. Yeah. He'd work out of bed, right? And then I think like out of the bathtub, just booze bagging all day long, smoking cigars and shit, and just getting fatter,
Just
gout.
getting so fat.
Isn't that crazy? Like you could legit just do that back then, like be a world leader.
I don't know if I could.
No.
Have you ever seen that movie? What's it called? Another Round.
No.
I think they're remaking it. It's about this idea that it's that that guy Mads Mikkelsen, the actor.
No, I don't know anybody. What you know?
Mads,
why? I've
you
been
know
raising
Mads.
kids for 8 years.
You know Mads. When you see Mads, you'd be like, oh, I know that guy.
Oh yeah, this guy's like a Skarsgård.
Yeah, he's like stunning man.
Danish.
If you walked in, you go like, hi.
It's so beautiful.
Hello.
God, he's so striking.
Yeah, very striking guy. But he did a movie called Another Round. I think it's what it's called. It's Danish, maybe? Something like that.
Hanne Jacobsen is his
Hanne
spouse,
Jacobsen.
his partner. Please tell me you don't refer to your wife as your partner. Are you into that?
No.
Okay, thank God.
Yeah, this movie is great, but it's about this idea where you maintain a certain blood alcohol level all day, and it's supposed to make you happier and more productive.
For sure. No way.
It's a cool movie, but it's also like this. It's an interesting concept, the idea of doing that.
Yeah.
I thought of trying it, but I don't think I can handle it.
Yeah. Can
Just-
you like?
You know what I mean?
Can you do that?
I think a lot of people did back in the day.
They did. So like during the medieval whatever times,
Right.
I've heard that they just drank wine all day long.
Because you can't drink the water, because it's
Right.
full of shit.
It's full of parasites and plague and rat
It's
turds.
nasty.
Yeah.
So you got to drink like, or even isn't like the original beer, like the Saison ale, it would be, you get paid in beer. If you were like a field hand,
Oh hell
like
yeah, dog.
500 years ago in Belgium,
Yeah.
you would get, at lunch, you would just drink this water that was, had just enough alcohol in it to kill the germs.
Yeah.
And just enough to keep you working. Because you're like, I feel pretty good now. I'll go back to work.
Yeah.
And just start throwing some strawberries in a box. And just, kind of messy. Oh, no. And then kick off at 3 and you're done. Go home and beat your kids.
Beat your kids and take a nap. Yeah. For sure you're beating your kids.
Oh, yeah.
Because yeah. Look, I mean, when I was on vacation, I started drinking at like 11. And then you really
Really?
have to pace yourself. Yeah.
So you maintain it. You keep
Yeah.
See, that's to me is
Yeah.
what, if I start drinking early,
Yeah.
it becomes a job. Like, okay. Because let's say someone wants to, let's go over here for a couple hours. Like, because I'm gonna sober up. I sober up so fast.
You do.
Yeah, if I don't keep drinking,
Oh, right.
I'll
Yeah. It
sober
just
up so
goes.
fast, and I'll be like, oh god, now I'm sober and we're in a field.
Yeah, and I'm tired.
Yeah.
I always get tired. Yeah, I have to have just like laying down. Like I have to be by a pool and then just like day drinking. And then I take a nap and I wake up and then I drink more at dinner and then I pass out by like 8:30. This is the month of love, and there's nothing I love more than comfortable shapewear. Support for today's episode comes from Honeylove. Honeylove has revolutionized compression technology, so you no longer have to feel like you're suffocating while wearing effective shapewear. You will immediately feel and see the difference. I'm a huge fan of Honeylove. I love their bras, and their shapewear is phenomenal. It really is like you don't feel like a squeezed in sausage. You can actually go out to dinner and eat. Ladies, Honeylove is just as easy to put on as it is to take off. How huge is that? Shapewear shouldn't be hard, and their products make you look good and feel good, whether it's for a wedding, event, or an everyday boost of confidence. Honeylove is the perfect plus one. Treat yourself to the best bras and shapewear on the market and save 20% off at honeylove.com/WMMA. Use our exclusive link to get 20% off. That's honeylove.com/WMMA. And after your purchase, they'll ask you where you heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Treat yourself to Honeylove because you deserve it. What's up, football fans? This is going to be the last weekend of the year to get all your football bets in. Luckily, I've teamed up with DraftKings, and right now, DraftKings is giving all new customers $200 in bonus bets instantly when they place their first $5 on anything. If you're already signed up for DraftKings, you can make a bet on Super Bowl 58 and get a bonus bet back. Get a bonus bet in the amount of your initial wager. If sports betting is not yet available in your state, don't worry. You can still join in on all the fun with DraftKings Daily Fantasy and have a shot at winning cash prizes. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code WMMA and bet just $5 on any wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's promo code WMMA only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours.
How often do you do day drinking?
Not very, just vacation, like
Yeah.
once a year, dude. I
I
can't.
haven't done it in a while, actually.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, I did it the other day when our friends came over. Our mutual friends.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That's
was like,
different. That's
that
like
was
holiday
cool.
drinking.
Yeah. Yeah. Holiday drinking, holiday everything is like suspended reality. I hate it.
I can't. I have every year now. I have trouble dealing with it because it's just
I
my
know.
body says it's like you can't do 2 days or 3 days in a row of even having a lot of food. I'm like,
I know.
oh, I'm dead.
I'm dead. Yeah, I saw this great guy on TikTok. I found African TikTok, which is so fucking cool because it's like, I am going to collect cow dung today, and you're like, fuck yeah, dude, teach me about cow dung, and she teaches you that. But this one African guy one time, he's like, you Americans are so fat. Would you like to know why you are so fat? He goes, you eat, and then you haven't even shit out your last meal. And you eat it again and again. Shitting, eating, shitting, eating. This guy's not wrong. Yeah. You haven't even finished your last meal. You've been on a cruise, you know, and they fucking, the buffet, I do the buffet. I'm like, ugh.
Well, I gotta go to the buffet to push out the last buffet. You gotta like load it in, cram it in to push it out. It's like, there's only room for one snake, and gotta have the snake pushing out a snake.
Oh, God. So gross.
It's true. You gotta like eat a bunch of stuffing
Yeah.
to push it out.
To push out the shit.
They don't do that though. They have.
No.
Why was she gathering cow dung?
So you can cow dung you can use to put in your house. You can pat it on the floor, and it's very cooling, and it's a natural way to cool things. And then she says,
Oh no.
yeah.
I think there's like 1,000 things I would do first to cool down, other than putting cow shit in my home.
But she's like, it's very natural. It smells actually good because, I mean, think about it. What cows eat, like grass? It doesn't smell.
It smells like nothing. It's just it's just fiber, right?
Yeah, and she's like, we pat it, and then it is cooling, and then it becomes a clay. And then she's like, the reason I am so thin is because I gather my food all day long, berries and physically gathering, I'm burning calories. I'm like, oh yeah, that makes so much fucking sense.
Movement.
Yeah, movement.
Oh yeah, movement. Oh yeah, moving around. Hey,
Remember that? Oh,
hey, you're moving around a lot, huh? It'd be cool to see some like guy from the Bronx talking to her. Hey, so you're moving around a lot, huh? Yeah, I've done that, but it's a union thing. We can't move after 3. We'll get sanctions. You know what a sanction is from the union? No, I can never touch that. That's local 206. They do cow patties. We can't touch that shit. Literally. Moving, huh? You ever had wine? What are you doing, huh?
he's so bloated. His nose is red. He's so
just
fat.
like
They're
those guys. You see those guys on TikTok? They're just like really into making Italian food.
Yeah.
And they can go 2 weeks without eating, no problem.
Yeah.
You can go on Naked and Afraid and just like, I'm just going to drink water. Sit here by this rock and drink water. No problem.
I know, because you look at those booze bags, like those old, cause like I love going on vacation because I like to compare my body to other people's bodies.
That's always a winning formula, right?
Well, yeah. Well, only
body
people,
comparison is always
it feels good.
Always feels so great, yeah.
But I'm only allowed to compare myself to people my age or older. I don't allow
how do you
myself.
know what their age is?
I guesstimate, and yeah, like, dude, that would cure, like, cause like there's always like that guy on vacation who's old as shit. And he's old, and he's got the hard booze belly and the red nose. And you're like, dude, just a week on Naked and Afraid? No, a month on one of these survival shows would straighten you out.
Exactly.
Bro. Starve it out.
I was in Florida for a month shooting a movie, and it was like, there were some guys down there who look like they are a cartoon human. Sitting by the pool. Yeah. I'm thinking, how are you alive? You are so red.
Leathered.
You are literally red. And you're drinking like your 17th Mick Ultra at 2 p.m. wearing your Oakley blades and by the pool. Like, you are, I don't know how. Does that feel good? It's got to be hard to breathe. It's got to be hard to fucking breathe.
I know. Dude, there was this lady, we went to Hawaii for New Year's, and like, you ever see that one lady, like this white lady or guy by the pool, and they're in Hawaii, like the sun is punishing.
Oh, yeah.
You do not just outright go in the sun. You really, I mean, the locals don't even like suntan. You don't see that.
Yeah.
But this broad was out there from like, 9 a.m. just cooking, dude.
Just leathering up.
Leather.
Just getting that leather, laying down that leather. Getting it good and thick.
Oof. And I had to talk to her because I'm I have to know, like, what is this? So I was like, she's got to be from Florida. You know what I mean?
You did ask her?
Of course I did.
What was your opening line?
Okay, because I'm real sneaky, right? I'll be like, I've just been admiring your tan.
Well, I'm tanning. Oh, it feels so good. Oh.
Oh, hi. Excuse me. I was just admiring your tan. You look fantastic.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Are you? Have you been working on this for a while? Like, do you live in Florida?
How did you know? Well, I grew up in the Bronx.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. No, I could tell. She said she was from Vancouver.
Oh, really?
And I was
Okay.
like, she's like, we've been here for 3 weeks. I was like, fuck.
Oh, so she's Canadian. She's like, I got to get it while I can.
Yeah.
So she
yeah.
was not from the Bronx.
No, but it's a wild choice.
I feel like a lot of people who are from the North, though, they are more tan than people from the South because they crave it so much,
Yeah.
like the sun.
Yeah.
So they go too far.
Yes.
It's like, like those,
yes.
what do they call them? Chavs?
Of course I know what chav is, mate. They wear Burberry.
You know that chav look? That chav
Yeah,
look where
I
like
love
the,
it.
the girls
Orange.
have like super dark skin,
Yeah.
like, but it's like all painted on.
Yeah.
That shit looks fucking nasty.
Nasty.
It
M
looks-
to the B. M to the B.
It looks terrible.
It does, mate.
You look like a scary person. If you come up to me and you're like,
Hi.
oh, I fancy you. You're quite fit. I'm like, I'm going to run away because you look like a fucking ghoul. You look
quite
scary.
fit. I like how they say that too. You're quite fit.
Oh, you're quite fit. Look
Don't
at this
you know
here.
it?
Look at
Yeah.
these ladies.
It's a chavs.
They look they look like a fucking clown.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. I like this look.
terrible.
M to the B. M to the B. M to
Some
the
of
M
this
to the M
stuff.
to the B. Yeah, but I do like Burberry because of the chavs. I like that look. I like to look like a chav. I do. I love their tracksuit. That shit's fucking tight, dude. It looks dope. But the skin, you're right. Too orange.
Yeah.
It's not cute. Dude, I would be this person though. You put me in. This is me, like East End
think
of
so?
London. Yeah, I'm trash.
Oh,
I'm from the Valley. I grew up in the San Fernando Valley. It's essentially the equivalent of, I think, like this culture.
right.
Yeah.
Because there's sort of a crossover because your family's from Eastern Europe, right?
Oh yeah.
There's like the Eastern European vibe is it's not that far off.
It's not that far off. Feels good.
Because like the Russian look, like that Russian look, like wearing the tracksuits.
Oh yeah.
What do they call them? Gopniks? You know what a Gopnik is?
No.
Gopnik are these guys who we're just like fucking jumping between.
I know.
Like the second I mentioned Chav, trying to bring up Chavs, now I'm jumping to Gopnik.
I know. We're just all over the map.
Gopniks are those dudes in Russia or like any Russian bloc country where they wear like the leather shoes, the tracks, the
Yeah.
Adidas tracksuits.
Yeah.
And they all they do is sit around all day drinking and
Yeah.
smoking cigs.
Oh, you're
just
talking
on their
about-
haunches.
That's just Eastern
Yeah,
Europeans.
Gopnik.
Yeah. This is like my cousin. No, dude, these are my relatives.
But they're all like low level gangsters.
Yes. So these guys. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know what they were called. These are Russian,
Gopnik.
mafia, like scumbags. Like
Yeah,
you don't talk to them in Eastern Europe.
These
yeah.
are these are definitely street scumbags who are
Yeah.
just all they do is drink.
They kick it in the parks usually. You'll see these fools at the park. They just get drunk all day. Oh,
Drinking
for sure,
like
homie.
huge beers.
Yep. Well, I
There's
know
a
these
great
guys.
song someone put out called Three Poloski. Means three stripes.
Oh,
It's just all about Adidas. But it's like like hard bass, like Three Poloski. It's all these guys doing like this funny little dance.
I love
like
it.
funny little Gopnik dance.
I love it. This speaks to me in such a way. This is yeah. I grew up. My dad wore this shit. I wear this shit. I love it. I feel it. What's your cultural? What do you feel in your heart? Minnesota. You're from Minnesota.
I feel lack. I feel lack of culture. Honestly, that's the thing I think about a lot. I feel like I grew up in Minnesota, so technically, that's where I grew up. But I didn't ever feel like I was Minnesotan growing up because, my parents don't talk like this. Oh, hey, you got a podcast, Christina? Oh, wow. Oh, wow, this is nice. That's like everyone in Minnesota. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Oh, this is nice. Oh my gosh, what is this? Oh, that's nice. Oh, you quit drinking? Also just beer, huh? Oh, just beer? Yeah, I know. That's like everyone. That was not my family. That's
Why-
like my friends parents
why
talk that
why
way.
were you guys not like native to that part?
Yeah. Also, I think it's sort of like with most accents, it's if you how long your family's been going to college kind of thing. to say it in the nicest way.
Right.
It's like
It dulls it.
like how
Yeah.
easily can you do a magic trick on someone?
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Where did you go? Oh, you cover my eyes. Oh my God, it's dark all of a sudden. Oh, my eyes were covered.
Yeah, there's
Like-
it's like putting a towel on a dog's head. You can test the intelligence. You can test the intelligence of a dog by how long it takes them to shake the towel off.
Yeah. Some dogs are like, well, I guess I'm dead, but I'm still alive. Well, I can't see now.
Totally.
Guess I'll keep going through life with my nose only.
You can test how stupid your animals are. Just
Yeah.
do that. If they shake it off immediately.
That's the same as
Yeah.
I feel like the Minnesota accent is kind of that way.
Yeah. Yeah. The first time I went to Minneapolis Tits,
Minneapolis. I've actually never heard that. Minneapolis tits.
you heard it here.
That's funny, Christina. That's good. You've gotta. It's like the most annoying.
It is annoying. Cause like, oh yeah. They're Minnesota nice is what I heard.
Yeah.
And like, is that real or are they
Yeah,
just
it's real.
seething under it?
It's real. I think it comes from like a Scandinavian thing of being
yeah.
So I also think it comes from the idea of you're living in the tundra where it's so cold.
Yeah.
Someone explained this to me once. The idea of when it's really cold, you have to be nice to people because the stakes are high. Because someone could just freeze to death.
Oh shit,
Kinda
that's
thing.
right. Like you're dependent on your neighbor
Yeah.
for survival.
Because it's not like if you're 5 minutes late, it's like, oh, I just froze to death because you're 5 minutes late. Kind of thing.
Fuck. So you need to be nice to people.
Yeah.
I've been obsessed with this guy on TikTok called the Prince of Germany. He's this American guy who is learning German in Germany. He's also a comedian. He's really funny. Will you bring him up? And apparently, I didn't realize this, that the Germans go out and play in the snow. They're like, it's snowing outside. Let's go for a 6-hour hike in the snow. And you're
mean-
like, that sounds terrible.
People do that in Minnesota.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying. It's a parallel cultural.
Yeah.
He's like, should we go outside?
But also, it's awesome to play in the snow.
I hate it.
Oh, you never played in the snow?
I grew up in LA. I didn't see it snow until I was like 32 when I toured for the first time. I never
the
saw
first
snow.
time you saw snow was 32?
I saw it snowing. I was in my 30s. Yeah.
So you never thrown a snowball?
You can go to the mountains in LA and like find like
Right.
half melted bullshit and kind of do it.
Found like a pack of empty Modelo's underneath. Yeah. Some trash. It's always like, oh, here's
Cigarette
some
butts.
broken Modelo bottles in the snow.
It's cigarette butt. It's terrible. Yeah. Would you find the one where he's like, what if instead will you click
You
on
know
it?
what I was thinking we should do today? Ja, I am having the feeling that we should be a little on the edge. Ja, zum Beispiel, for example, maybe we could wear our Birkenstock, but without socks. I know, ich weiß, yeah, it's a little crazy. Then if we are really getting addicted to the excitement, then we could look to see if there is any traffic coming, and if not, then we could walk when the crosswalk is red. This is a little too much for me even. And then later for our dinner appointment, we could be 2 or 3 minutes spät.
Spät.
This was too far. This was crossing a line, yeah.
I was
You
hoping
know what I was
he's
thinking
so
we
funny.
should do?
It
Anyway.
does make sense, though, how that filtered into the Midwestern kind of
Yeah,
thing.
that's where you guys are from. This like
Yeah.
this culture of really rigid. And are they hard workers? Because he's always
Oh my
making fun
God.
of them.
The
Yeah.
hard working thing is insane. It is like work. It's so ingrained.
Yeah.
If you don't work hard, it's like, what are you?
You
Like a
loser.
Satanist or something like that? It's like evil not to work hard.
Because the Germans, this guy, and my grandmother was from Germany, so she
Right.
would do the same thing. Like, there's no rest. Like, even on
Yeah.
a day, she would wake up. I'm going to go to. She'd wake up at 5 a.m. and like walk to the mall, which was like 3 or 4 miles away in her late 60s, and then come home and pull all the lemons off the backyard trees, and then
All
make
the lemons off the tree?
yeah, and I'm making lemon juice and lemon cookies, and you're like, shut the fuck up. Nobody wants any of this. Yeah, constantly going. They
Yeah.
can't relax.
Yeah, I think that's not that great, but I mean, it's both, right? It's like both things. It's good and bad.
Yeah,
It's the Protestant work ethic, right? Is that
it
what
is. Yes, the
Yeah.
Protestant, and that's what America is founded on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a lot of it is. It feels like.
definitely.
I think you have to work. If you don't work, then what are you?
I know.
You're like, oh, if you're not working, then you're just, I guess we should just let you go.
I know. And do you find like the older, I don't want to work anymore. I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm like, I
kind
don't
of.
want to work. I don't feel like. I like telling jokes. I love stand-up comedy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but it's like, oh.
I can't even tell anymore. I feel like I don't. That's like going back to like the idea of, yeah, I grew up there, but my mom was from Louisiana, so that's like the opposite.
Okay.
Because she would talk shit about Minnesota for my entire upbringing. She would be like, someone would cut her off in traffic. She'd, Minnesota. Like, that's just a person doing what everyone does, but she would blame it on the fact that they're Minnesotan.
Their lineage.
Yeah, so-
You're right. And in the South, they're so lazy. Like, they don't work as hard.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you want to get shit done, go to the coasts.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're not. They don't have the hustle.
Well, it's too hot.
Oh,
You
yeah.
can't be out there.
that's- yeah.
It's too damn hot to do stuff. You gotta chill. Also, it's a lot of like talking, like gossiping and stuff. In Minnesota, there's no gossip. My mom always hated that people wouldn't gossip about stuff. They would be like, oh, no, we'll leave them alone. Don't want to get in their business. She's all like, what is life but to get in other people's business? That's the whole point of living. Is you're
I
like,
know.
Did you see what they're doing over there? You
I
see what they're
know.
doing? They fucking moved that tree from the left to the right. They didn't ask anybody. They didn't ask us. The shade's coming on our lawn. They didn't ask us. Did you talk? Have you seen them? They parked their car on the lawn now. That's interesting. We haven't seen them in 2 days. What are they doing? They're digging a hole in there. It's like the thing where, like,
Yeah.
if you don't know what's going on with someone, you think they must be doing something bad.
Yep. Yeah. That's how it is in my neighborhood. They'll be
Really?
like, did you see what so-and-so bought the lot over there? And
Oh,
they're
did you see what
gonna
they
put-"
bought? You know how much they paid for it?
Yeah. Oh,
They
they
didn't
did, of course.
Oh, they didn't pay. You see the list price? They didn't pay that. Mm-mm. They know Jimmy Tintana. They know Jimmy Tintana. They know him from back in the day. They didn't pay list. They didn't pay anything close to that. And we went down there asking about. They're acting like we don't know nothing about. Oh, you know damn well. You know fucking damn well how much that costs. You know that thing where you go like, oh, you know damn fucking well how much that was. She go over there. She acting like, oh, I just got a membership to the club. Oh, you got a membership? It wasn't because your daddy, was it? I think it was. We all know his daddy. He said, come around here, grab my ass one Christmas 2 years ago, grab my ass, and walked around like there was nothing about it. No, but that's them. I'll let them be. I love going over there. We go to,
Oh, of course, you have to say bless their heart.
bless their heart.
Just bless
They're
their
so,
heart.
But honestly, she's so pretty.
She's so sweet, too. Just so sweet. Bless
See
her
how
heart.
she got. Oh my God. That's why I want to. I want to come back to life as well, like the gay guy who's friends with all the Southern women who's like not gay but he's gay. He's like,
Yeah.
oh my God, Christina, look at you. Where did you get? Oh my God, look at that. My wife could never wear that.
Yeah, that means it's ugly. That's what they totally do. Oh my God. That's how the Southern women are here. Yeah, they gossip like that.
Yeah.
And I don't know how to do it because in LA we talk shit like straight up. They do it kind of sideways.
Yeah, it's
well,
both.
They're like, isn't that an interesting
Oh,
shirt?
what is that? Is that a stain? No, it's not. That's part of the design. I wouldn't. Look at me. I just don't know about your West Coast ways.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm just a bumpkin.
Totally. But and growing up in LA, like nobody gives a shit about what the neighbors
I
do.
don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
we had neighbors in Studio City. I never even talked to them for 3 years.
I never knew my neighbors growing up. We had a neighbor that was cooking meth next door. We didn't even know about it until it exploded. Yeah. And the tinfoil on the windows and everything. Like, okay, no one cares.
Oh,
no one cares.
That's such a thing. Like my mom would be like, how dare they not know us?
They not know. Great
Like,
we
how
are.
dare we not like know about what's going on all the time?
Yeah. I don't know. I don't care. I'm of the LA thing where I
like
still
it.
don't care.
I like to know my neighbors.
You do? You want to know?
I do. I feel like it's a good thing.
Oh no, I like to know who they are, but I don't
Right.
want to gossip about like, did you see the new wall that they're building over there? I don't know about that granite. You know what they
Yeah.
should do is build a path for the trash cans to go out on the front. And you're like, shut the fuck up.
I don't want to look at that.
Yeah, I don't want to look at that.
I don't want to look at that.
Did you see their Christmas lights? I don't know. Yeah, like that whole shit. I don't care about.
I mean, all blue. What is that? That's not Christmas.
Oh my God! The first time I moved here, when I first moved here, I was in a Michael's Arts and Crafts, And I remember the person buying something at the register was like, Merry Christmas. And they're like, Merry Christmas.
They say it on purpose.
Yeah, and I was like, you can just do that? It's like the 90s here, bro. Like people just say Merry Christmas.
Really?
Yeah.
But they were saying it sort of like they knew that you were not from around. It's like, guess what? I'm going to say Merry Christmas.
Yeah, it's an act of defiance of cultural. So Happy Holidays is like, no, not in Texas. It's Merry Christmas.
It's also like, who gives a shit?
I know.
No one cares. That's like the dumbest defiance of all time. You could say Merry Christmas to anybody. They go, yes, Merry Christmas. No problem.
But it does make me laugh. I have a friend who was saying it in defiance in LA, and it made me laugh.
Did
like
they
a
have
Texan.
any pushback though? Probably not. No one cares.
It was at Disneyland. By the way, I don't know if you've been. I know you're not a Disney adult. Are you?
Well, sort of. My wife's big time Disney person.
What?
She's a Disney goth.
Oh, that's different. Bat Day is different. I give
she grew
pass.
up there. She grew up
Yeah,
like going
same.
to Disney since she was like a little kid.
Yeah, same.
Getting
Gs.
like in trouble at Disney. Like
Same.
Everything. All of her firsts are at Disneyland.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it's easy to get. It's like, what do you do on a weekend? You live near Anaheim, you can do that.
Yeah. Also used to be cool.
It was cool, and now it's not cool at all.
You know what's fucked?
That's
Disneyland
so
is
lame.
fucked now.
Yeah, I know.
It is so busy. You can't go there.
It's fucked, and it is, and I know it sounds so like hacky, but it is so fat now. Like the people are so obese, and I'm telling you, it came a point, Johnny, where I was counting thin people.
Really?
I'm serious.
This is Disneyland, not Disney World?
No, Disneyland in Anaheim, California, the one that I fucking represent hard, homie. And I mean, the scooters are just enormous.
And the strollers too. There's like,
Yeah.
this is like a cab.
Yeah.
It's like a taxi. You have this giant, it's the size of this table. They're just driving around with it.
Of course, the kid, the fucking. Yeah. But it was really weird. I mean, I don't know. I have noticed it before. How fatso's.
It's
a lot of
definitely
fatzos.
changed.
And then they can use their fatso status to cut in line.
Yeah.
They let you now be like, oh, you're disabled.
Really?
Uh-huh. And they'll let you cut the linesies for being too fat. I know, it's so unfair.
That's just one. I mean, not only that, but it's packed there now. It's packed.
It
It's
is
so
packed.
You know when you go to a place and it's so many people, like, I can't enjoy this.
No, and there's the rides are like Dumbo, like we timed it. I think the ride itself was like 47 seconds, and then you have to wait
For an hour?
It's so awful. I'll tell you what, okay, I'll be very, very honest here for the moms listening.
Here we go.
Here we
Honesty.
go. Honesty. I mean, not that I've been lying to you ever, because I have verbal diarrhea, but there's this whole idea of like, you're a mom boss, and you're going to be a mom, and you're going to do the working stuff too. And it's like, kind of, to some extent, yes. Like if I really want to go full throttle, the way I was
Full throttle?
full throttle. That's how we say it around here. Studio Jeans. It's what's his name? This is what you getting.
Joe.
Joe. That's how we say it here. This guy Joe, who's a creep, he says full throttle. He's from Jersey.
Oh, but throttle. What does that
full
even mean?
throttle,
Oh,
like full throttle.
Oh, full throttle. Yeah. You're going to go full throttle in there. You're going to pick up a couple guys on your way in there.
Yeah, but if I wanted to go full
Full
throttle
throttle.
with my career and be a boss babe and do what the Kardashians do, then I would have to have nannies on nannies on nannies on nannies on nannies on nannies,
Yeah.
or a husband who's willing to stay home and raise the kids, because somebody's got to raise the kids.
Someone who's a family member has to be there. And also,
At least.
you don't have, your mom is not in the picture.
My mom's a dead schizo.
Right.
So
and
who
a
do I
lot of-
have?
A lot of people, their mother is like that secondary, if not the primary.
That's great.
Yeah.
I would love that if I had a sane mother.
Right.
Did your parents do the whole like you're 18, you're out of here thing, or did
No,
they
but,
support
I mean,
you?
I was begging. I do not want. I was so excited to not be at home.
I know, me too. I couldn't wait to get the fuck out.
Yeah, even when I moved to, like, I've never wanted help. Like, my whole thing is I do not want, like, still to this day, if someone tells me, like, oh, be safe, I'm like, I'm not going to be safe now. You want me to be safe? Huh, sounds like I'm going to be not safe. Do not tell me to be, like, that kind of thing. Oh,
Yeah.
anything, any sort of safety.
You know why? I know why.
Yeah, it's because my mom,
Yeah.
like, be safe. I'm like,
Too much.
I do it.
And because it makes you, I've heard that if you tell your little boys, like, be careful, it actually undermines their sense of self of like, yeah, but I can do this. Why do you don't have to fucking tell me to be careful. You're undermining their self-esteem. And then they grow up like you. We're like, fuck you, mom.
Exactly.
Stupid bitch.
But at the same time, I think about stuff I used to do in middle school and high school.
Yeah.
I don't know how I have all my fingers.
No, I know.
For real. There's stuff that I used to do. I'm like, holy shit. I
know.
should have brain damage. I should have been like killed multiple times.
I know. But
I don't know how I survived.
it's the magic of growing up.
I used to build potato guns. And I mean, bad stuff. We used to shoot out street lights with potato guns. We put like a 6-inch roofing nail on a russet and drive by a fucking street light, and we'd miss, drive back by again 5 minutes later and shoot the thing out with a potato gun.
That sounds so much fun now.
Oh, it's the most fun.
So much fun, eh?
So dangerous.
Oi, Letty. Well, listen, I got to wrap up. I got to go.
I'm going to stay.
You stay here. You keep doing the show. Go see Johnny Pemberton do his one-man show, Minnesota Reggae Colostomy Bag, the greatest title for a show ever. He's in Chicago, February 14th through 17th. Go get your tickets at johnnypemberton.dog. .dog, you guys, not .com.
Yeah, you can also go to Instagram. You can find the links.
Yeah. And by the
Find the
way,
links.
you're a very successful actor, comedian, but what you're most appreciated for in my world is Pickle and Peanut.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And so if you moms out there, if you want a cartoon that's actually really, really funny and good for kids and you can watch and laugh at, I mean, I have favorite episodes now of Pickle and Peanut.
It's one of the best things I've ever worked on. When it would come out, I would watch it. I would get high and watch it. And I think it's a lot.
Pickle.
It's severely underrated. Also, Disney, I think, kind of wasn't. It doesn't make sense it was on Disney.
No. How'd you get away with that stuff?
There's a lot to tell.
How is your
But
mom?
it's such a great show. I think it's coming back because you are one of about 3 or 4 people I know who've hit me up and be like, hey, my kids are watching the show. And I just realized it's your voice.
It's your voice. So he plays Peanut, and I hear your voice all the time. Bow, 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 bow.
Yeah.
And now I have favorite episodes. I like the one where, what is it, fucking Skybanger, Cloudbanger?
Oh, my
where you guys
God.
have hawks, falconry.
Oh, that one's good.
That was a good one. And then where Pickle gets the things from the, I can't talk, the little creatures from the cereal box that reproduce and reproduce and reproduce. That
I've
one's
forgotten so much of this stuff.
so good.
It's a truly great show. I feel like
So funny.
those
And
guys
Brendan
are so
Walsh
smart.
did it with you guys too.
He
He's
was a writer on the
hilarious.
show. But the two main guys, this guy Noah Jones and Joel Trussell, not related to Duncan though.
Oh, that's unfortunate for Joel.
Very, very smart, very funny guys. Like
Yeah.
the funniest guys.
They're so. It is. It's a. It's a genuine. It's a comics show. You can tell because I'll be in the kitchen and the kids are watching and I'm like, no way. What the fuck did this cartoon just say? It was so good.
There's stuff
So
that we got
funny.
away with on there because we had to go get around the censors because the Disney censors are obviously very strict. We would make up fake words to say that ended up sounding worse. There's an episode where I was like, we couldn't say hillbilly, right? Because that's a slang.
Sure.
So we call them guzzlers.
Oh yeah. It sounds like cum guzzler.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's why I was like guzzlers.
I'm like, I think they let that in.
Yeah.
It's like, guys, this is worse than hillbilly.
Yeah. Guzzlers. Yeah.
That was my pitch.
That was great.
Guzzlers.
Yeah. Guzzlers. There's a few jokes. I'm trying to remember. Even just the silly things you guys will do, like you'll cut to real things sometimes.
Oh, that is stuff that was super high-minded stuff. There's a guy, Joel Fox, genius guy, very creative, very strange, interesting, genius guy who was in charge of all the cutaways, the action cutaways. That guy is a cool guy.
Yo, there's one that we watched like over and over. It was of a dog smashing hot dogs. It was like actually like real dog paws, like down, down, and it was like slow mo. And I'm like, this is so funny, dude. My kids were dying. Like it's so good.
I gotta
Pickle and
rewatch it
Peanut.
because I've forgotten all of it. Because I can watch it and I don't hear myself.
Yeah,
Because I'm so invested in it that I'm like, that's me. I guess it is me.
Wait, who plays Pickle?
It's John Heater from Napoleon Dynamite.
No. Hey, Pickle, but he goes kind of like he does kind of like
this.
yeah.
Oh wow, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's good.
Come here, little buddy. He's always into animals and yeah. Oh, you're so funny.
It's
You're
a good show.
You're such a gift to the
Hopefully
world.
it comes back and I get real paid.
I hope so.
nice.
Yeah, it's hard to get paid with animation unless you get like
Unless you get
massive.
the whales.
Yeah. Well, bring back Pickle and Peanut.
Bring it back.
It's so fucking funny, dude. You got an upcoming Prime Video series coming up. What is this?
Fallout. It's going to be coming out in April.
Sweet dog.
It's a big show.
Okay, what is it about? Are you allowed to say?
I totally am. It's funny because people either don't know anything about it, or if they do, it's like, oh my God. It's this video game that's been around for 20 years called Fallout.
All these dorks know about
And
it.
it's like one of the most popular video game franchises to ever exist.
Oh yeah, I'm a fucking idiot.
So
I don't know anything.
we made a show of it. It's coming out in Prime.
That's major then.
It's going to be really, it's really cool.
It's like the Minecraft movie or some shit, you know?
Yeah, but bigger.
Fuck. Bigger, better.
It's like this. It's such a big scope. We shot it on film. Wow. It's incredible. I mean, I've just only seen pieces of it. It's absolutely incredible. It's going to be. I think it's going to be really cool.
Oh man, I'm
Like,
so
it's-
happy for you.
We traveled all around the world to shoot it and stuff. Fuck. Yeah, it's gnarly.
All right, so Fallout on Prime Video, obviously Pickle and
April.
Peanut, your finest work, and Minnesota Reggae Colostomy Bag in Chicago, February 14 through 17. Johnny Pemberton. Dog. Thank you so much for coming here. I adore you.
I love being here.
You're just the greatest. You're so funny, and I love you so
How
much.
can you say that?
Hey, how dare you?
You're
say
the
that?
greatest.
You're the great. No, you are.
No, you
Bless your
are.
heart.
I love those shoes. Where'd you get them?
Until next time, stay cool, moms. Bye.
Peace.
Hi, Mommy. Thank you for watching that episode. Did you like what you see? I hope you did. So why don't you subscribe? Just click the subscribe button and, hit the notification bell so you can get notified. And also, why don't you watch another video? Watch one of these. You know what I'm saying? Like right here, down there, whatever. There's so much stuff, bro. I make these all the time for you to watch. That's why I'm here. I love you.